So you're looking for the perfect boyfriend. But should you fall for the bold, confident charm of an American guy, or the calm, caring heart of a Canadian one? One will surprise you with flowers, the other will warm your car in the snow. Different vibes, different love languages, but both total boyfriend material. Let's dive into 5 real differences and find out which one might just steal your heart.
Number 1. Personality, bold versus calm energy.
Let's be real. American and Canadian guys are like 2 completely different flavors of boyfriend. Same continent, totally different vibes. American guys, they're the bold ones. The type to make eye contact across the room, raise one eyebrow, and be at your side before you even finish your drink. He'll say what he wants, ask you out like it's no big deal, and crack a joke in front of your mom, confidently. It's giving, main character energy, and honestly, it's kind of hot. You'll never wonder what he's thinking, because he's already told you, twice, with emojis. He's expressive, quick to act, and probably the kind of guy who plans a surprise weekend trip without checking your schedule. But hey, it's the thought that counts. Now, Canadian guys, different pace, different rhythm. He's calm, collected, a quiet thinker, the kind of guy who listens first and only speaks when he actually has something to say. No drama, no chaos, just vibes. Cozy, forest walk, hot tea on a rainy day vibes. He's not trying to impress the whole room, but he will remember your dog's name and your favorite kind of muffin. He's emotionally steady, comfortable in silence. Basically, he's peace in boyfriend form. So if you want fireworks, bold charm, and never a dull moment, the American guy's got you. But if you're into low-key emotional safety, quiet loyalty, and deep conversations at 2 a.m., the Canadian guy just won your heart without even trying.
Number 2. Politeness, friendly direct versus gentle respect.
When it comes to being polite, both American and Canadian guys know their manners. But how they show it? Oh, we're in completely different universes. American guys are what I like to call polite with confidence. They'll hold the door open, say ma'am, ask how your day's going, and then suddenly, you're talking about your childhood dreams in the middle of a Starbucks line. They're direct, warm, and friendly in a, hey, we just met but let's be best friends kind of way. And honestly, it's charming. You always know where you stand. They're not shy to give compliments, offer help, or randomly start a conversation about your shoes. Now Canadian guys, they're polite in a different way. It's like gentle politeness, with a side of emotional self-restraint. You bump into them, and they're the ones apologizing. You sneeze? He says bless you before the sneeze even finishes leaving your body. It's soft, it's subtle. He won't overwhelm you with energy, but he'll show up with a respectful nod and that nice guy energy that makes your heart weirdly calm. American politeness feels like someone handing you a fresh donut and saying, you deserve this. Canadian politeness is him quietly placing the donut next to your coffee with a little smile, and then pretending it wasn't a big deal. So, what's your vibe? The bold and sunny friendliness of an American guy, or the soft-spoken, low-key respect of a Canadian one? Both are polite. One might ask how your day was. The other already knows you had a hard one and brought snacks.
Number 3. Romance, loud gestures versus quiet loyalty.
Now let's talk about romance. Because if there's one thing that really sets American and Canadian guys apart, it's how they show love. American guys? Oh, they go big. They'll show up at your door with a giant bouquet and a handwritten note that says, I saw this and thought of you. They're the type to post you on Instagram with hearts and fire emojis like, look at my queen. They'll plan spontaneous date nights, buy matching hoodies, and tell you how beautiful you are. Like daily. It's romantic. It's exciting. It's also a little like dating someone who could turn your relationship into a rom-com trailer at any moment. Now, Canadian guys, different game. They're not going to yell, I love you in a crowded room, but they will warm up your car on a freezing morning without telling you. They're romantic in a quiet, consistent way. He won't always say it, but he'll show it in every small gesture. washing the dishes after dinner, bringing you your favorite snack without asking, checking if you made it home safely, every time. Where the American guy will shout his love from the rooftops, the Canadian guy's building you a cozy house at the bottom of the hill, in silence with a cup of tea and a blanket waiting. So it really depends. Do you want someone who makes your heart race with grand gestures? Or someone who gives you quiet, steady comfort that never goes away? Because one's fireworks, and the other is a fireplace. And honestly, both can be pretty perfect.
Number 4. Faithfulness, passion versus patience.
Let's talk about faithfulness, because being a great boyfriend isn't just about flirting or date nights. It's about showing up, consistently. American guys, they love big loyalty energy. If they're with you, they'll let the world know. They'll change their relationship status before you even finish your fries. They're passionate, intense, and not afraid to claim what's theirs, in a respectful, she's mine and I'm proud of it kind of way. He'll defend you online, brag about you to his buddies, and probably start planning anniversary gifts on month 1. That kind of fire? It feels amazing, like being someone's favorite person every single day. Now Canadian guys, they're a slow burn. They won't declare eternal love in week 2, but don't mistake that for lack of interest. They're just careful, intentional. They take their time because when they commit, they're all in. You won't get fireworks every week, but you'll get consistency. No games, no hot and cold behavior. Just, I'm here, I chose you, and I'm not going anywhere. American loyalty says, I'd fight for you. Canadian loyalty says, I'll grow with you. So what's your love language? That fast and fiery kind of faithfulness, where he'll text you, I miss you 5 times before lunch? Or the patient, steady kind where he shows up, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard? One brings passion, the other brings peace. And honestly, if you find a guy who brings both, marry him immediately.
Number 5. Spirituality, expression versus reflection.
Now, let's talk about something deeper. Spirituality and personal values. Because how a guy connects to something bigger than himself often says a lot about how he'll love you. American guys, especially the ones raised in spiritual or faith-centered homes, tend to be open and expressive. They'll talk about their beliefs. They might invite you to church. They'll post a quote from the Bible or tell you they pray for you before bed. It's not about pushing their faith. It's about sharing it. To them, it's a meaningful part of who they are, and they want you to know that up front. It can be beautiful, really, to be with someone who's not afraid to live with purpose, out loud. Now, Canadian guys, they're often more quietly spiritual, even if they're just as grounded. You probably won't hear them talk about God in the first 5 conversations, but give it time, and you'll notice he lives with intention. He values kindness. He shows gratitude. He gives respect without needing a reason. Maybe he doesn't say amen after every meal, but he's the kind of man who helps a stranger in the snow without needing a thank you. American guys might express their faith. Canadian guys might live it out in quiet ways. One wears it on his sleeve. The other carries it in his actions. So whether it's a shared prayer or silent reflection during a sunrise road trip, both types of guys can bring depth, values, and a sense of meaning into a relationship. And hey, sometimes the most spiritual thing a guy can do is just be good, especially when no one's watching. So who's your match? The bold and charming American guy? Or the gentle and grounded Canadian sweetheart? The truth is, both have their strengths. But whichever one steals your heart, you're in for a beautiful kind of love.